Hello everyone. I'm Vishnu Raja on behalf of Rajivgandhi IAS Academy. So basically, I'm here to introduce a prelims crash course, and it is a free course, an initiative by Rajivgandhi IAS Academy. So I'm here to speak about it. So one first question comes to mind, like probably if I'm saying about a course, probably three questions will come to mind. I am basically here to answer. So first question will be, see, what is the objective of this course? Like what are we going to cover in this course? That will be one of the question. Second question will be see, who are the target audience? Like who should actually look at this course? So that will be the second question. Third question, what will be the flow or what is going to come? So this is basically like a trailer. We are giving a trailer for the course. So, and I will also reason out why are we taking a particular flow. So that is all three questions we are going to look in this video. So coming to the first question, so this is a prelims crash course. So that means the essential focus will be on prelims only. So first question will come to your mind, that means is there a separate syllabus for prelims and mains? No, definitely not. See, whatever you are studying for prelims will be applicable to mains. So there is no watertight separation, but we will be focusing on, so essentially whatever we are covering is applicable for both prelims and mains. So but there are also some exclusive main syllabus which will not be covered here. That is what I meant here. So you understand what is going to be the content of the course. So next important thing is, who is the target audience, sir? So for whom are you targeting this? See, here I would like to say we are targeting for three categories of people. First category, we will start with this students. So generally there will be, final year college student or first year college student or second year college student who will be thinking, okay, I am going to take UPSC. See, UPSC is not a one-day exam or a short exam. The exam itself takes over a span of 2 years, 1 year of preparation and 1 year of exam. So that is a 2 years. So it's a long commitment, and there is no guarantee that you will clear in first attempt. So that is a very much reality of today. Only like 0.01% clear in the first attempt, and rest take time because this exam is very tough and it tests your persistence and perseverance. So before I want like any college student who is going to give UPSC, I really want to give the depth, like what should one know or how should one target. So the depth should be known. Like ஆழம் தெரியாம காலை விடக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க தமிழ்ல. So exactly that is what we are giving, like trying to give this for the college student. And next, coming to the people who are already preparing. See, since this course will be from basic to advanced, like prelims, like anyone who is looking at this course, they will start with the very basic and we will move till advanced. So essentially, like those who are preparing for current prelims, they can take it as a revision, or whatever concept which is not covered, that will be covered here, you can add to your existing notes. And third thing, who have already given attempts. So for them, what I am saying is, we have created a updated content. Like for example, if you take economics and all, there are a lot of operation. For example, there was a long-term repo operation which was taken by RBI. There was an operation twist which was done by RBI. These are all done during COVID, which will not be there in textbook. So this will kind of act as a updated syllabus, like how UPSC has changed. So something like that. So we will be trying to cover all those aspects. Like another simple thing is, if you take environment, like previously when we used to prepare for animals and all, we used to look at which schedule it is present and what is the IUCN status. But now UPSC has gone ahead and it has started asking about animal behavior. For example, they asked about elephant behavior, and this year prelims we got a question regarding how hedgehogs etc. will tuck and roll to escape predators. So something like that it may come. So for example, tomorrow next question may come, like we all see about tigers in newspaper, because recently also there was about information about tiger census. So tomorrow there may be question on tiger behavior, like whether it is a social animal, like whether it will be in groups like lion or it will be alone. Or there can be question, like overall question saying that India is only one country which has, except jaguar and cheetah which got extinct, we have all tiger, like all cat species. So basically a behavioral comparison question also will come. So essentially UPSC prelims, now they are checking very core interest. They are looking for core interest. So we need to develop that interest. So going inherently. So that kind of updation will be given. So this is related to the target audience. So next important thing, basically what is the flow of the course going to be, sir? So essentially we'll start with economics. So our objective is basically, I have created like this order is based on inverted triangle. So essentially if you look at this, the 1, 2, 3 subjects are essentially high weightage subjects. That means the questions will be very high, like 10 questions or more. So something like that. Next important thing is these are like medium weighted subjects. So medium weighted subjects, the questions will be like, 5 to 6 or more than that. Next is, kind of least weighted. You cannot UPSC changes its pattern, but I'm saying like based on the overall trend. Like if you take this thing, art and culture and ancient medieval history on the whole has high weightage. Like 6 questions, something like that. But if you take only art and culture, like the weightage is less or something like that, you can take it like this. So that's why I'm saying it as a low weightage subject. And apart from that, we will also be covering the coming year's economic survey and budget. So this will be the broad outline of the course. And the reason why we are going to cover in this order is because of the priority. I want to cover first the priority subjects for the aspirants, and the next important thing is for a course like economics, there is clearly not one textbook. So, students, economics is a subject which, bewilders students. They are generally afraid. So since there is no one textbook. So for such subjects, I really wanted to give the content, and I also want to guide with the textbook, etc. So that is why, in fact, I put economics at the top. So next we will be moving into geography and environment. See, here environment is the weightage area. But to understand environment, you need to know geography. Okay, so that is why we will be covering both. The third important, so why geography is coming before polity? Because polity should be given, in fact, polity should come second. I don't want to put two heavyweights together, so that's why I put economics, and then we have moved to environment and geography. Third thing, we'll be coming to the heavyweight of polity. So post that, we'll be moving to modern India, and where I'll be covering only the prelims aspect of things. Then we'll be moving into science and technology, where we'll be looking at logics. For example, what is a geostationary orbit, polar orbits, etc. The simple difference between cruise missile and a ballistic missile. So something like that. See, these kind of, apart from knowing government schemes and programs, we should also know about the logics. Only if you know the logics, you'll be able to remember and you'll be able to elimination. So that is the objective over here. Overall, this course will speak about, we'll talk about only building logics, because only when you know the logic, you'll be able to eliminate. And apart from this, we are also running just a detour. We are also running a free test series. So discussion over there will happen, where we will talk about elimination techniques specifically. We'll take that question paper. We will look at, we'll be solving that together. The solving will not be like, I will be saying the fact and answer. Rather, we'll be focusing on pure elimination. Because without having elimination, mastery of elimination technique, clearing prelims is not possible. So that is why. So that is the next part. So I've essentially addressed the three important aspects which I told. Next, I want to give a small trailer about what is about to come in economics, because that will be our first course. So we will basically start with some of the core topics or very conceptual topics. And next, we will also move to some of India-specific application-oriented topics. So first we will be starting with, national income accounting. So basically we'll be looking at what is national income, etc., and associated concepts like GDP, growth, development, etc. In fact, if you look at, this is both prelims and mains topic. In fact, every year there is a first question. If you look at first or second question in GS3 will be from GDP. Like last year they asked potential GDP. This year they asked how was the GDP, calculation mechanisms has changed. Actually, one may think this was a very prelims topic, but they are asking prelims topics in mains. This is again an example saying that, there is no watertight separation between prelims and mains. So whatever you're reading here will be applicable for mains also. Then in every topic, I will also give you a separate topic-wise list for you to study for mains, which we will cover in future aspect. So after completing the prelims, we may look at those individual topics. But before that, prior hand, I want to give those lists to you so that you can do the self-research or self-note making. So next we will be moving into money, banking, and inflation. So essentially these are three different topics. It's this is one of the largest chunk of economics. I've wrote it as one topic because of the interrelation between all three. But essentially this will be covered as three separate topics. First we will be looking at money. Next probably we will be looking at RBI. Next we will be looking at the banking system in India. Finally, we will be looking at inflation and how inflation should be controlled. All basics to advanced. Next, we will be looking at budget. So here also we will be looking at the budget making process and application. Like for example, today we are having a recession. So that means what kind of budget, sir, we should do? It should be a surplus or it should be a deficit. So what is a counter-cyclical fiscal policy, etc. So those kind of logics also we will be building. Next important thing we will be looking at is external sector. Because of 1991 reforms, Indian economy opened. So that means today it's an open economy. So we need to understand the impact of other countries on India and other countries, the importance of trade for growth, etc. So everything, all those topics. So external sector in and out will be covered over there. Next we will be looking at capital market. So capital market here means like a bond market or a share market, where we'll be going from all the way from basics to advanced. So again over there. So these are all the core topics where you build the conceptual clarity, which will help you to address, eliminate options in prelims. And this conceptual clarity is also now checked in mains also. So even answering your mains question. So that will be the next part. Next we will be moving into planning. So basically, next we will be moving into the Indian economy aspect of things. So essentially most of the aspect over here is factual. So sometimes UPSC also asks factual questions. There was a question on 5-year plan, like I think last prelims. So they are asking factual questions. So that kind of question we'll be looking at. So basically we will be looking at planning in and out. Like, what is a central planning, what is an indicative planning, and then what are the various 5-year plan, objectives, etc. In and out we'll be looking. So it is a very factual part, not much of application oriented. Now, how has planning changed? Actually, basically even the last year economic survey, there was a chapter saying whether planning is relevant in a market economy. So we will be looking at that aspects of things also. So what is a contributing factor? Because prelims today there is application oriented question also coming. So essentially you should know like which part planning will play a role, which part market will play a role. So and here only I can emphasize the role of economic survey. Actually, apart from all the textbook you read, economic survey is very much imperative to get good scores in economy, both in prelims and mains. So that is with respect to planning. And next we will be looking at sector-wise analysis. So we will be looking at agriculture, industry, infra, and then we will be looking at service. So all these three will be, in fact, agriculture is very much part of your GS3 mains. So we'll be building the blocks for that over here. Then finally, we will be covering all miscellaneous topics left of whatever we cannot cover, we'll be covering over that. This may include schemes or current events, etc. So and so. So all those things will be covered, and we'll be ending the economics chapter. So with that, based on this, our lectures will start coming. So I would want you guys to subscribe and click the bell notification. Thank you.